Hey, how you doing, Leos? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I am the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your year ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Please take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings. If you'd like a free private or personal reading, please check out the information in the description below this video. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs. Also, like, comment and subscribe. Thank you to those who have already, and definitely keep doing so, as well as pressing the notification bell. So let's see what's going on for you guys, Leos. What's going on for Leos? What's going on for Leos? Okay. All right, there is some worries here, or maybe there have been in the past that have been tamed there. There seems to be some inner conflicts, or some inner conflicts either with you or maybe with a male around you, possibly with a person that feels like something negative could happen either to them or maybe around them in some type of way. It says, please don't speak to me about nervousness. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with it. Okay, I don't want to see it. I don't want to feel it, and I don't want to deal with it. Okay, this could be you or a person around you. Someone has some type of regrets, came there to fight someone here as well. Could be even wanting to know that they could fight with a masculine energy around them, or maybe a man or a female that seems to be overly looking forward to good karma coming in, or wanting to know they can solve a situation by controlling it. Okay, it says, I want to know where my dad is. I don't know where he is, and I want to know where he is. Where is he? And some of you guys are dealing with a child that wants to know where their father is. It says, I have believed that I have trust in you, but I can't hold back. It's not going to be nice to hold this back. I feel like bad news come to you and make me feel like I'm pretending, but I don't know if I can pretend and make you feel guilty or nervous, or even unwinding your mind to see that problems could be there. I don't want to hear that bad news is there, but what if I have to speak? I don't want to speak about it, but good news can come to you if you speak to me and let me know not to speak about this anymore. I tried and I tried and I tried, but I don't want to ignore the fact that I'm in good news in my mind to hear that I'm in mental ways or problem solving in my mind to subject myself to problems or police or even problems in my mind. I just don't want to hear bad news is there. Okay. It says, I will know when I get older what I can do and how I can solve the situation. It says, I won't know, will I, until I get there. I just know that if I do get there, what will I do? It says, I believe that trust and evil ancestors or people that do know that they can solve situations with mentally retardedness could help the situation, because this person keeps pushing negative energy into your mind or into your family or into people around you that doesn't want to pretend that good karma can come. Someone's wishing negative energy around you as well. It could also have something to do with an Aquarius. It says, I know I want to speak about you and my father. Where is he? I want to look for him one day. I don't want to see that he's not there. I want to see that he is there. Where is he? Some of you guys got a child around you that wants to know where their dad is. Okay, it could be an air sign person. It says, I have been looking in my mind and figuring out the situation, or even working on myself to control who I am as a man. I want to know that I'm a man, and I want to work on myself. And believe you me, I want to work on myself to see that I am a man. Some of you guys are dealing with a grown child, or even dealing with a child that thinks they're grown and wants to know that they can, act like a man, or maybe even wants to look for, their father figure to support the idea. Okay, or maybe even wants to know, how to become this man by possibly even, looking up to the person. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. It says, I don't want to hear that bad news is going to come to me in this way. I don't want to hear that bad news is going to worship me or work on me or look for me in this way. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with the person, and I don't want to say it's going to happen, but I wonder at times, will I ever see him again? Okay, so this person's also a little bit nervous and doesn't want any negative news to come to them about the person, but also wonders about this person sometimes. It says, I do want to know where he is, and I want to know where he is, and I don't know how to speak about it to you. I just want to know where he is. Okay, some of you guys may not want to live out this day another day in your mind to hear that this child wants to hear where this person is, because you've tried to warn them this person is no longer living with you or dealing with you or seeing you anymore, or studying the atmosphere of the child's condition or situation. It says potentially partners are supposed to be there for each other and solve the situation together. It says not only that, this person may not have given you a good reason to believe that he would start speaking to you again or work with you or give you good karma, supporting you and the family member that wants to know where he is. I don't care where he is either. I don't care where your children are, or even where people feel like you could work with me again. I don't want to hear this person knowing that I have other children is going to support me in my mind, when I know that I have liberty taked on you so much to the point where I don't want to deal with this person. He is my son, but I don't want to hear from him anymore. So this father figure may not even want to hear from this child anymore, may have other children with other females or other people, but doesn't want to hear that bad news comes to them in the 9 years ahead. It says 9 years from now, you may hear that this person wants to speak about you, or even see this person, or even send a message out to say they don't want to hear about this person. It says this person does not agree with what you're saying and does not want to see you anymore either. Doesn't want to hear that the child doesn't want to see him, but doesn't want to hear that the child wants to see him either. Wants to know that this person can stay there and wonder if they're okay. Okay, so this father doesn't even necessarily really give two hoots about this child. Okay, in some way a little bit yes, and in some way no, and just wants to know that they're okay where they are with the parent. Okay, it says I know and I don't want to hear that bad news is always going to be the answer to the situation. It's always going to be something with this person that makes me feel like I'm scared or nervous. I don't want to hear this person is returning or making me feel like I have to live out this karma again. I don't want to hear bad news is there. So some of you guys don't even want to hear that this person, you know, comes into your life again, because maybe this person's caused you too much hurt, too much pain, too much misery. Okay. It says, I want to know that time and time again, good karma can come to me and work on my mind instead of listening to all of this all the time. Negative energies are driving me crazy. When am I going to hear good news? Okay, so some of you guys are tired of these energies dragging you down. I want to hear some good news instead of negative news all the time, because maybe that situation is too delicate or sensitive to deal with and you don't want to revisit it. Okay. It says, I laugh because it's not going to work out just like that, but I do believe the person behind closed doors does not want to see you either. So it may just work out for you if you speak less about the situation and let the mind game of the child potentially work his way up as a man and see that he no longer needs the situation to unfold in that way. This person doesn't need to speak about it, but does dream and wonder if they'll ever get to see the mean man again. See the mean man again. Okay, the mean man. It says, I do not hear that he's mean, do I? I do not believe he's mean, do I? I don't want to know that he's mean, because he didn't do anything to me. He did something to you, but he didn't do it to me. Maybe this child doesn't understand what this child has done to hurt you. I mean, what this person has done to hurt you, or even hurt the child, okay? Because the child is still young, okay? So let's see what else is going on. So some of you guys are not dealing with this very specific reading. So it says, I know my dad walked away and I don't want to hear that he has drama in his life. One day I may get the drama and I need to know what kind of drama he's been with so I can deal with it. So maybe that's why the child wants to know. Okay. It says, I laugh because I laugh so much when I say I see this happening one day. And I don't think it can, but I do laugh. I laugh because what if it happens? I don't think it can, but what if it does? Someone is sending you signals or messages to speak about, or even sending you message to say it can happen. Or maybe it could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. And this person warns you that they try to warn you they can speak about you and let you speak about things and make you feel like it's going to come out. So someone wants you to actually think this way or even talk about it to yourself. Okay, and seems to be laughing at it as well, thinking it's funny. Okay, it's an air sign person. It says it's a child, and this person doesn't know how to pretend that they can talk to you and make you think bad news is coming. It says they know they do this all the time, but they don't want to see the person. It says the person does know that they want to see me though, and the person does wonder about me, don't they? So this person's still wondering about the person anyway, even though they feel like they can, you know, put things in your mind. It says, well, I know I want to speak about mine too. Do you understand? I want to hear what's going on with mine. I want to see who I am as a person, and I feel like I need to study this one day. Not noticing how to deal with the situation right away, but one day I may want to speak about the situation too. This could be you as well, Leos, that want to speak about the situation too. Okay. All right. Or maybe you have a young fire sign child that wants to speak about the situation too. It says, I don't know where you're going with all of this, but I do know that I don't want to see you, so don't work on me, is what the dad is saying. The dad is saying, don't work on me, I don't want to hear from you lot. Ugh. It says, when will I hear that you have good karma in my mind and work on the situation with me? I laugh because I don't want to hear that good news is coming to you, though. It's always the females that always get the end of the stick, where I have to stay with them or live with them. Why do I always have to live with my mum? My mum is always the one that I have to stay with, and then my dad is not around. Oh, I'm so sorry for some of you guys that are dealing with, you know, a child that, especially maybe a male child, that always feels, you know, that they're thinking about their father. Their father's not interested in them. And, you know, it could be a female child as well, but, you know, it says, I warn you never to talk to me because I don't want to hear that he's coming back. Some of you guys are dealing with codependency issues as well, or maybe even an earth sign or something that's toxic or negative and don't want to revisit the situation. Okay. It says, I know I can steal your mind and tell you off and make you think that I don't want it to happen, but it could happen. What if these kids' fathers come back into their life and then you have to steal my mind and let me know that it's going to be a problem? One day I want to know that you're in a problem, and it could be an earth sign. I want you to feel this way for whatever reason. It says, I know I speaking to you, and I've spoken to you before. I could speak about it again. I want to tell you off because one day your kids will want to know who their dad is, and they want to know who their dad is, and they want to know who their dad is. But I don't think it's true. It could be true, but it may not be true. And one day I feel like it could be. One day I liberty takes on you so much that you would feel no way to tell me off and make me feel like bad news could come. I don't think I can liberty take on you anymore because people don't know who to trust. People don't know who to trust. I know that I can't trust you, and I don't want to trust you. So leave me out of it. Okay. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. All right. It says, I don't want to hear that bad news is coming to me, so leave me out of it. The air sign also agrees that they shouldn't want to hear anything bad come to the Scorpio, or even to the problems in their mind, but don't know how to support themselves, and maybe even steal the ideas of many other people around them to solve their situation, with females that are going to hurt themselves one day because they don't know how to look after themselves or their children. It says one day you'll see that bad news can come to you, but what if it happens now? People are saying something about a child that is walking around saying that he doesn't know where he lives, or maybe he doesn't know where he's going, or maybe he's in school but doesn't know that he could stay there forever, or maybe wants to stay there but doesn't want to give himself time to learn his lesson. Okay, it says there's a bad mind game being played by a man, and you don't want to hear this person anymore, and he speaks to you in your mind or in the nightmares of yours when you hear things for yourself in your own mind and don't want to agree with another person that keeps injecting themselves into your thought. It says, I will tell you off one day if I feel like it comes out, and I won't want to hear that bad news is there, but what if I need to speak to you? So let's see who this is, because someone seems to say, what if I want to speak to you? So who is this? Who is this that's saying, what if I want to speak to you? Who is this person? It says, I know I'm liberty taking on everyone. Right now, I am liberty taking on everyone. What if people need to see me for something or hear of me for something? I don't want to hear bad news is there, but what if it needs to come out that I need to speak to you? What if? Okay, yeah, and who are you? Who's this person? It says, I know I could be the authorities, I could be the police, I could be the government, or I could be someone that wants to hear that bad news is there. When will I hear it's there? Wow. It says, I know I'm working on this so much that people do not know who they are or how they support themselves these days. And maybe they need to speak to each other to support each other's ideas, or even see that good karma comes. One day I will send everyone down to hell and work on that. Why do I do this? I'm in such a negative mind game of my own, and play myself so much to the point that everyone takes the fall. Everyone is taking the fall because of me, but I don't know how to support myself or give myself good news. At times I need to change the situation, the system, or the laws, or maybe even try to support myself in good ways. I may have to see help or even look into situations that can support me, or maybe even give me subjected to problems in my mind that I don't want. I don't understand myself at times, but I will work against you if I feel like it. Oh. It says, I don't need to speak about this anymore, but I do know good karma can come to those that tell me off, or tell me that I'm wrong, or tell me that I'm in trouble, or tell me that there's good news to come for me to feel the burdens of others. I don't want to hear burdens are always there, but I do feel good karma can come to you, men, female, children, and many others that can work with me and support me in my ideas. I may not be the greatest at living out my dreams, or maybe even wanting to know that I'm successful. It says I'm always successful, but I don't know how to support myself more than this. I keep giving myself time and time again problems or liberty taking on other people to make myself feel better. Wow. This message is very deep. It says, I want to know men and women always get the love that they need and deserve in families and homes, but don't know how to support the idea too, because it's always going to lead back to one parent living with another, or one parent living without the other. And many times over, one parent doesn't live with the other. When is this going to change? It says, I do know things could get better or even ruder if I feel like it, but I don't know how to support the situation in positive ways. When will I see the situation unfold in positive ways? How do I learn my lesson or even work on the situation to make sure good karma comes to those that need it, or support families that want to see good karma come to them? I try and ward myself off of negative energy, but I don't know how to support myself in good karma. Okay, someone wants to control risks. Okay, when it comes to people, it says it could be left out, but people need to know where you are at times, and need to know where you're going, and need to understand who you are, and don't know how to support good karma with you in your mind at times when you want to know good karma is coming. It says, Leos, you will understand this through the light and the love of the Lord. People see you and watch you and wonder why it doesn't happen to you so much, or it does, but you do know it can happen, and it does happen at times, and you wonder why your situation isn't changing. It could be the legal system that's making you feel down, depressed, or studying you feeling left out, or maybe even feeling like you need to leave out some struggles and you can't. It says, ha ha, I don't know how I did it, but I made you all feel suffering is deserved for you, or good for you, or bad news is good for you, and I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I made you all feel like suffering was going to be the next best thing. Whoa, this message is very deep, very deep. It says, I don't know why I do that. I do trust that God will change the situation, or maybe I can look into things that could park my way into the mind of others and study that good karma can come for all. I will look into this and wonder how I can support the situation and make sure people don't see bad news. It says, I will change and I will sort this out one of these days, one of these days, one of these days. I want to sort this out, and I'm looking into it. How I can support families feel like they're subjected to problems is not going to be the answer. Good karma is something we all need. One day you'll see me work on the situation and see that I have put out good karma into the life of others, and into the laws, and into situations that I want to change. I will change the situation and make sure families are neglected, or even mental health is going to be the answer. It says no need to speak because I'm always looking for things like this. So how is that change? Because that sounds like it's getting worse, honey. It says, well, I know it's getting worse, and I probably want to make it that way, but I don't know how to change it in a good way. I want to, but I don't want to. I could do that, but I don't want to. But I don't know how to support things in better ways. Don't know how. It says you will see how to make things better for everyone when everyone starts charging in and working on you in a way which is positive and can't support any negative news. It says bad news is changing into good news, and good news is changing into bad news. One day you'll see bad news wash away everything and give you good karma. Laugh because you did it, Leos. Punishment is never going to be yours. Sort things out in good ways. Support the government to see that punishment should never be a good thing. And always giving bad news to support families in negative karmic situations is always going to be a problem. Let them know that it's not always going to be a good thing to study and solve in negative ways. Wow. Very deep information here. It says, I want to know that things do change, and I study things in my mind to say it will be a problem for you one day. If you see that it's not going to be a problem, I want to know that it is a problem, and I study this and I see this. I don't know how to change it in a bad way, but I know punishments is going to deal with me and make me feel bad if I don't support the system or the situation. I want to see better news come to everyone, and I will support them and see that better news comes to them. If I like it, I will love it and I will work on it. If I don't, then I'm supporting the bad. I don't know which way to go, but I'm always supporting two directions, and that could be fire signs and air sign females here, or even maybe you know, a Scorpio that wants to change things and doesn't know which way to go with the situation. Okay, it says, I will love the life that I live in, but I can't support the negative all the time. When will things get better for me and solve my issues? I do feel like subjecting myself to good karma, but when will life change and show me a way that I can have positive energy instead of negative? It's always dragging me down and making me feel like evil is there, problems is there, police is there, custody is there, solving negative traumas is there, and maybe even getting it back in return, because it doesn't change the situation or the way of life. It doesn't make me feel like life is changing in positive ways. It doesn't make me feel like good karma is coming. Why would the world make me feel like I'm set up for failure all the time? Why does it make me feel like the world is always tarnishing my reputation or bringing me down? Why do I feel like it's always making me feel like the world is trying to tarnish my mind, my mood, my energy, and bring me down? Why? Oh, maybe you know by now in this reading, honey. It says, Leo, you will understand that good karma can come if you work on it. Help solve the situations with people, police, or even send people away. Is that what you want? It says you don't need to do this. It says you can work on things without the problems, and you can look forward to good karma coming. Solve the situations with legal matters that are pending, or problems solved with another person. It says you don't need to speak, but a problem could pend, and energies of enemy energy could work on you or maybe get you back. Work on the situation to give someone help or good karma, and love them and support them instead of sending them negative news or negative messages or negative health issues of yours, because you try to warn yourself that good karma can come, but then you work on things in the opposite way too. Are you loving yourself? Are you making sure good karma comes? Are you working with yourself, or are you working with others? Are you sending out broody messages, good karma, or negative vibes? Are you making men feel like you're a single woman that wants love or sex, or even passionate times in the evening, noon or afternoon, or even in the daytime, and don't want a man? Are you seeing that you don't want a man? Are you seeing this? Maybe it's because you see that you don't want a man and you don't want to work with a man or even be there for the man. Are you working with the man? Are you working against him? He is trying to warn you that he doesn't want to work with you, but are you solving his problems? Are you making it worse? Are you seeing that you need to work with him and tell him off and let him know that he needs to work with you and be a better man and a better father to his children, and making him see that he has problems that he could try to solve and change if you work with him? Or are you seeing that you could lay with him, sleep with him, and pretend that everything's going to be okay, and suddenly you feel like you could have a friend and let him steal the energy of yours and attack others? It does say bad news is there for the Leos, the females that don't want to change their mind when it comes to men that are trying to show you that all they want to do is play with your mind, sleep with you, and pretend that they're there, always pretending they're there and not really wanting to be with you. Are you seeing that you need to change? Wow. Now, I know this message is not for everyone, okay, because some of you guys are in proper relationships and in proper marriages, okay, but at the same time still be mindful of who you are even in those marriages and relationships, because, you know, are you allowing, you know, the ideology of man to have what they want and to treat people not so kind or not so nice or undignified, or, you know, feeling, you know, like they're being abused, or, you know, that type of thing? It's a very strong message, very strong message. Okay, so let's see, is there anything else going on? It says Leos will work with a man that doesn't want to work with them at times and steals the ideas of theirs to work with them, and then works against them at times too, but then works with them more than they work with themselves or their own ideas. It says men like you will reap what you sow and then plant it in the earth and make the world a better place, is what you believe, but sometimes it turns it around and makes it more bad or more mean. Why would you help this type of man be a bad person or a mean person or a negative person to make the world spin round in negative ways and help many others feel the wrath or the pain of the man that's making the world feel like it's a negative place? It says men do run the world, or females do. Which is it? But the man is taking over more than the female, and it doesn't say good news is there coming out in the open. It says bad news is there for anyone that feels the wrath of a man right now. All right. Is there anything else for Leos? It says, I want to see that good karma comes and I want to work on it. Punish me if I've said too much or done too much. I don't want to hear bad news is coming. I don't want to hear bad news is coming. But I do say good karma can come to you if you all work together and solve the situation. Laugh it off and make sure that you see good karma comes. Don't work on negative energies. Just work on your mind in positive ways. See that punishments are not going to be the solution to the problem. See that good karma can come and work on the situation. Laugh it off and make sure that you're happy. Make sure that you're well. Drink well, eat well, do well. Work well if you can. It says not very nice to say that when work is so slow these days, okay, for certain people that are struggling to find jobs. Work is slow. It says many times over it is been like this for a while. Many of you strive and do good karma in your jobs, but many of you don't. And it says problems are there with people that don't know how to support themselves or give themselves good karma, because work is going to be an issue for many people over the next few months to a year. It says problems will change if we can work on getting solutions to the problems and solve the problems for people to have more work and more decision making in their mind to make good karma come to them. Better decisions is going to make a better mind. Solve the problem with better decision making. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the work life for Leos. Work life for Leos. Work life for Leos. Work is something that you need to support and give yourself time out as well. Some of you guys may need a job or are looking for a job and can't find a job. Some of you guys may not want to know that good karma is coming and may need to work on the situation in a better way. It says mindfully see the situation and properly understand it and study it. Look into it and look into it good. Many times over you need to steal the ideas of others or make sure that you see that good karma comes. It does say that you have to see what's going on behind the scenes to work on the situation in front of you. You don't know what's going on yet, and someone is saying something bad and making you feel bad as well and doesn't know how to support you and maybe saying steal the person's ideas in bad ways. It says there's no need to speak like this or even show them that it's going to work out in this way. Look for good karma and work on it and solve the situation better. Make sure you look at yourself and work on yourself. Indeed, you need to work on yourself and look into the situation and maybe even probably give yourself good karma. Work on yourself and trust me, you'll get good karma in your mind to work on these situations in your workload or in your love life or anywhere else in life, but work on yourself. So let's see what's going on with business. Let's see what's going on with business for you all, Leos. Business for Leos. This business is quite nice right now. It's made a little cash or a little change. It's making you feel like you're proud to be a doctor these days, or even a lawyer, or even someone that works in the field of medics. Some of you guys need to work in medics, or maybe even work in the field of the system, or even help in the government. It says maybe you'll get more chances in governmental roles. It also says you have bad ideas to work on, so some of you guys need to support the ideas that you are working on and not see good ideas. It says when I give you a job, you'll work on it and I will give you one. So someone's trying to give you a job, okay? And also it says that you do not have to worry about business plans, because business plans are going to be better for you, more so better than none. It does say you do have good karma with your business and work on it and make sure good karma comes. Laugh because you did it. You worked on yourself and you made sure that good karma came in your work and your business, and you are smiling and smart and brilliant. Just trust yourself and work on that. Okay, so let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. Those in a relationship, or should I say those in love, or Leo's love life. What's going on with Leo's love life? Leo's love life. Okay, it says Leo's love life needs some help. It needs some work to salute the problems in more delicate ways, i.e. does it work for you, Leo? Is it working? Because if it is, it's working out great. If it's not, then it's because it needs to be solved in a better way. Are you seeing that there's problems there that you need to solve, or are you seeing that everything is meant to be as just the way it is? Or maybe you don't see what's going on and ignore it. Maybe you need to work on yourself and see that problems are solved in good ways instead of bad. Or maybe even solve the problems that you don't see right now, but maybe take a deeper look into it and understand what's going on. So let's see. Okay, there's a side message. It says, I wish that I could have better fortune and better luck in my love life. I want to see that good karma comes, and I want to worship that good karma comes in a positive way. So that's your energy, Leo, chiming in. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Leos that are single, Leos that are single, Leos that are single. It says Leos that are single are working against each other right now, and even know that they're working against everyone else. It says bad news is there for the Leos that are working against everyone, to see that troubles are there. Work on your troubles and work on your minds. Work on the resentment, work on the resistance, work on the determination, work on the problems, work on police situations, work on negative situations, work on the laws, work on justice, work on wealth, work on dignity, work on pride, work on ego, work on it all. It says all you guys keep working on is troubles in the mind and don't solve the problem. When are you going to see that there's stagnancy? And working with Pisces is not going to solve the situation until you see that you can work on situations without your trusty hearted friend that doesn't want to support you in positive ways, but does want to support you in bad ways, and does know that they need to steal the ideas of yours to support your ideas, but doesn't know how to steal the ideas of yours, because they're always looking into your life and working on the situation to blend and tune into problems in their own. It says Pisces also does the same thing as Leos at times, and it doesn't help the situation. Both of you need to agree to disagree on situations or leave the situation out. It says both of you need to solve the situation and let go of the time that is spent alone in your mind, to look into the liberty taking that has taken a hold on you and punished you and put you behind a negative mind game that has been played. It says for centuries it's going to happen, and for ages it's going to happen, but it doesn't need to be this way, okay? And it doesn't have to solve the problems in your mind and think it's going to be okay for everyone else. It says it does not solve everyone else's problems. Look into the situation better, Leos, and stop speaking negative energy into my light and punishing my world and my life because of your own. Ooh. Okay. It also says there's someone that doesn't want to be single here and is open and does feel like they are free to join you or to speak their mind, or even to rush in and speak to you and say, is it okay if I spend the night or spend time with you? It says this person may not want to see you in that way, but does not know how to break up with you and doesn't want to hear that they're going to be living alone. This person may want to change the outcome of their situation and see you in a better way. This person doesn't want to see that there's problems with fraud or negative energy, and doesn't want to see that there's problems with your mind. It says, I know I've been putting spells and root work out there for you to feel my wrath, and I don't know if it can karmically blend with mine, or maybe even make me feel happier, because I know now that it's not working. It's not working, is it? I may have caused you pain and made you feel like bad news was coming, but I didn't want to. I just know I pushed it on you and made you feel that way. Okay, so someone could want to come towards you. All right, so let's see what's going on anyway with those in a relationship. Leo's in relationships, Leo's in relationships, Leo's in relationships. Leos know that they can subject themselves to problems in their mind and leave the situation out completely and let the situation unfold naturally, or let themselves know that karma is never going to get them. Problems will never get them. Evil will never get them. Sign language and needing to speak to a citizen's arrest team is going to help the situation one day. I don't know what the hell that means. It says someone does not need to speak about sign language, but someone does need help with sign language, and it doesn't say that it's going to be a problem one day, because someone has bad news to give you, that someone did something and wanted to see that bad news was going to come. It says bad news is there for someone at a distance or afar that may need your support, and it doesn't say it's good either. It says, why would you need me to support you in that way? I wouldn't want to know that I'm in problems. Are you okay? I don't want to deal with you in that way, but are you seeing someone that needs support in that way? I don't know how to support my mind, but I do need some support with this because I don't understand what's going on. It says maybe I need support and I can't understand what it is that you're saying. I do need help with this. I would like to know things too. Okay. So I'm picking up some of you guys could be, you know, maybe got hearing issues and maybe need support with that in some type of way, maybe need some type of sign language. You know, that would be interesting actually, you know, to put sign language, if someone knew sign language and knew how to do readings in sign language, that might help, you know, those people that don't you know, can't hear, and you know, so to speak. That's quite interesting. Okay, So let's see what's going on anyway in relationships. It says you all know that you're in a problem and don't know how to see that there isn't any relationship. There's no relationship, is there? It's just a physical attraction. None of you really are in a committed relationship, are you? But you do think you are, or suddenly you realize that you are, but you're not. And then you realize you're single in a relationship, but you don't want to believe that. Or you feel like you're in a relationship, but not in a relationship. But are you? Are you really in a relationship? Okay, and someone could want to know this as well, which could be a air sign person or earth sign person, a Virgo. It says, Leo, do you understand that you could be in a relationship and you're trying too hard to make it look like you are, but maybe you're not actually in one? Because the Virgo doesn't want you to see that in men and females everywhere, they're all single and maybe working against each other, finding it hard to commit or even love each other. It's very hard to commit to this energy, but it does support the ideas of many people that know that they can try and start again and live this life in a better way and subject themselves to good karma instead of liberty takers or people that don't want to see themselves in problems. So don't support the idea of relationships or give good commitments and work against it. Wow. Very deep reading, Leo. This is a very deep reading today. So let's see what's going on with those that are in a marriage. Those that are in marriages right now. Those that are in marriages. Marriage is going to be beneficial for you all. One of you know that you're getting married or want to get married or aren't in a legal binding with someone, or know that you're in a marriage that doesn't support your dreams or your ideas or your ambitions. One of you knows this at least, or two or three, or a few of you. But some of you are in love-making atmospheres or good karma with your spouse and know that you've loved this person for a long time and deal with the situation at hand and don't know how to pretend that things are going to get better, but try. It will get better. It may not be subjected to problems in your relationship forever, but it will have good karma over time. Sometimes you need to see that good karma comes to work on it, and maybe even see that problems are resolved to see that it has been dealt with. But you do need to speak of how you're going to solve the problem and look at it in better ways and solve the issues in better ways. Believe that this year is not the best to solve the problems, but it can work out for you one day if you solve it with your mind, or even legal problems of your mind, because you may not want to stay in the marriage or get divorced. Okay, it says, I won't want to know that I'm always going to be in a divorce. I don't want to stay in the marriage either if I feel like it's going to treat me bad, but I do know I can stay in it if it's going to work with me instead of against me. I want to know that I'm working to support it and give it good karma. I want to know that I'm working with the person and making sure that they love me. I seeing that good karma is going to come to me one day, or maybe do I know it's going to work against me? I feel like sometimes when I'm working with myself, I don't understand the situation, but if I work with the spouse, then I can understand the situation. I will see the situation for what it is and not want to see it for what it is too. At times I see that it's not going to be good for me to stay alone in the relationship, but maybe I feel right now it is working against me and it's not doing me any fine tuning in love or even helping love. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, some of you are dealing with an air sign, some of you are dealing with a fire sign like yourself. Okay, it says, I know the mind games I'm playing on you will never work, will it? It will never work. I don't want to know it's working though, Leos. It says that you all want to know that something is going to play out in your favor one day, get well delivered to a person that it can't work. And it says it will work if you trust and believe. The air sign, the Sagittarius, or even the Scorpio, maybe the Pisces, depending on their situation, or even people that work with the situations that can give you good karma, okay, in their love, in your love life. It says, I know I want to steal your mind back from yours for a minute. I do want to tell you off because I did something and I didn't know if you would see me, but I punished you and I put you in a spell of mine. I will walk away today and one day I will tell you off. I don't want to tell you off, but I could. Okay, so some of you guys want to tell someone off. Okay, it says, I may not ever do this, but I work on this in myself and I wonder why I did that. I told my mum off. I told my dad off. I told my parents off and I told them off good. One of you are going to speak to me and let me know that I'm in trouble or maybe in a problem, and I don't want to hear it. And at times I feel like I punish both of you to make me feel like I'm going to get my way. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, and I work against you at times to see that it's going to be a good thing for me to solve on my own, or maybe one day leave you both alone to deal with your wraths because you're getting on my nerves, or hating each other is not solving my issues or helping me. Oh, okay, some of you guys could feel like that with your own parents. Okay, also Leos do represent the children, so this reading definitely is for any star sign, okay? Any star sign. So let's see what's going on with individual star signs. What's going on with the individuals? What's going on with Leo and Aries? Leo and Aries. Leo and Aries. Aries does not know how to say I'm sorry and doesn't know how to stay with you too. This person doesn't know what they're doing right now and doesn't know how to share with you or spend time with you or speak to you. This person does not want to steal your ideas or put you back in your mind about a problem. This person does not want to do that because they may have done it before and thought that they could get away with it, but it doesn't say it's good karma for them. Leos, you do know that you love this person, or maybe you don't love them, but it says you don't need to love them because they're no good for you, and wonder why they did it. They took you for granted and punished you, and you didn't realize it, or you did, but you didn't want to hear it was going to be left out or even delivered in a positive way. You just worked with them and maybe even clashed with them and raft with them and pretended everything would get better once you lay down with them. It says no wonder the situation can't change. You have to stop speaking about sleeping with them and pay attention to more bills. It's something about bills need paying on time is what someone's saying, but also it says someone else needs to work with the situation and solve the problem for you. Are you ready to deal with this issue? Because it's not going to be nice for me to say it's left out, but you do know you need to work on your rent one of these days, or even work your mind on how we're going to support each other in this marriage. I don't know how to support you, Leos, but I know I need to support you one day, or maybe even help you solve the problem. I do know I want to work with you and give you good karma, but one day we need to sort things out properly and see if you can work on the situation at hand. Okay, that could be a risk as well in regards to something if you're not dealing with a Leo. If not, I mean not a Leo, an Aries. If not, then it could be you and Aries that need to solve your problems, especially if you're living together or working together or being together in some way. So let's see what's going on with Leos and Taurus. Leos and Taurus. Leos and Taurus. Leos and Taurus. Leos do not know how to subject themselves to problems in their mind and don't want to give bad news any time of the day or year or any time in life. Stop bugging me, leave me alone, and let me know that I'm going to be good. I don't want to hear you're giving me a bad time, so leave me alone. Let me know that I'm in good times of yours if you want, but I'm not giving you that information. Deal with it. Move on. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Geminis and Leos. Gemini does not want to hear bad news is coming and doesn't want to deal with it either. They do not want to hear bad news is coming anywhere. And trust and believe they're done with the Leo's drama at times when they feel like Leo is always pushing them to make friends with other people. That's not going to help them solve their situation. Leo, do you see that you're always giving me time out or making me feel bad? I don't want to hear that I'm always left out. Stop speaking to other people about me or letting me know that I'm in a bad mood or in a bad way. I don't want to hear it. Just give me good karma and I'll love you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Leo. Cancerian and Leo. Cancerian and Leo. Cancerian doesn't know how to trust Leo. Leo doesn't know how to trust Cancerian. Cancerian is always making their way back in their mind saying, you did it to me, you didn't do it to me, you did it to me, you didn't do it to me. When are you going to give me what I want? Are you helping me? Are you solving my problems? Are you dealing with me in timeful ways, like memories, or even times where you feel like you need to practice good karma when you feel like it, or when you want to, or when the time is right for you? I don't see it, but I do see it, and at times I wonder why. I just wish we could work on things in our plans, or in my plans, because I do know it's going to be mostly mine than yours, or maybe yours than mine, but I do know one day I want to see you. I just don't know if I'm ready yet. I want to see you, but I don't know if I'm ready yet. What's going on with Leos and Leos? Leos and Leos. Leos does not want to hear bloody lies about each other and doesn't want to hear that there's going to be problems with each other. Don't want to deal with it. Don't want to listen to it. Don't want to laugh at the situation either, because it ain't really mine to laugh at. It's not funny. I don't think it's going to be a problem though, but I do see good karma can come if I work on it. I won't laugh, but I will laugh if I need to. It's not even funny that I have to laugh this hard at the situation. I'm laughing because it's always going to be me pushing my mind games on you, and then you play me and I play you. Why do we do that? It's always a negative mindset of each other's that always plays each other. Both of you need to stop laughing at each other and make more peace with each other and make friends. Possibly work with each other instead of working against each other. So let's see what's going on with Virgos and Leos. Virgos and Leos. Virgos knows that they don't need to speak to you right now or even ever again. It says problems are there with the Leo and Virgo. Virgo doesn't want to hear from you, and Virgo does not trust you, does not want to see you, and does not want to build with you or work with you. You build on your own. You do that by yourself. Work against me and I'll see that you can work with yourself on that, because I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to deal with you and I don't like you. Oh dear. What's going on with Libras and Leos? Libra does not want to hear bad news is coming with Leos, and Leos does not want to hear bad news is coming with Libras. Libras does try to work on themselves, to work on better things that they can support and give themselves good karma. Leos will try and give themselves good karma all the time and don't want to hear bad news is there. Leave the situation to unfold naturally. It will drive you crazy one day to find out if Leo is going to probably give you problems more than they need to. Libra is not going to support the situation with you either. It says both of them are working against people right now, or maybe even seeing that they can try an error to solve the situation one day to give drama. It says it's not going to work, and if they do want to work on that, it's not going to be a good thing. So they need to warn themselves not to speak about bad news and leave the situation to unfold. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Leos and Scorpios. Leos and Scorpios. Scorpio doesn't want to hear any bad news from the Leo and tries to warn themselves that they can't even tie the knot with them, or even trust them, or even potentially make friends with them. At times they just don't know if they can trust them. They find it hard to trust the Leos. Right now they're feeling it and don't know how to trust the Leos. Leo doesn't want to trust the Scorpio, but does know they can trust the Scorpio more than they can throw them. It says good karma will come to the Leo when they see that they leave out the drama or negative mind games, or even feel like the regrets are left behind. It says I will leave it behind. I don't need to deal with the mind games of others, or men or females that try me and make me feel bad for you. I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want to steal the mind games of others to hurt you. I want to live with you and stay with you and stay with you and live with you. I do not know how to support this, but I do care for you and love you. I just don't know how to support this. My mind tells me that bad men or bad females are there, or bad problems, and I don't want to hear bad news, so I'm leaving it out. Let me stay away from you because I don't want to hear it. All right, so let's see what's going on with Leos and Sag. Leos and Sag. Leos do not know how to support themselves in their mind. With Sag is always telling them off or making them feel bad. It says, I don't want to hear bad news. Just try me one day and I'll see if I can just leave it out. Don't want to hear it. I just rather let you steal the mind game. Play yourself and play yourself. I will play you if I have to, but not in the ways that you feel like it's going to hurt you. I just know it could hurt you if you feel like it's going to hurt you, but it's never. Leave it out. Why don't you? Just leave me alone. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorns and Leos. Capricorn doesn't care about the evil mind games of the nine-mindedness of a Scorpio that does let Leo wonder if they're going to be okay. It says Scorpio always supports Leo and gives them what they want. If I don't get what I want from Scorpio, it's not going to help you get what you want. So why do you feel like you need to support them? It says Scorpio is always going to be the best friend for Leo, because Leo is always going to be the best friend of Scorpio, or even be the bestest friends that they can be to support each other in times of need or in trouble. It says both of them will sort out their situations or their differences and wonder why they did no harm to each other. Good luck to the Leo and the Scorpio, because Capricorn is jealous or maybe feeling heartless or resentful or mindful about the situation and doesn't know how to concede with feelings of guilt of their own, and probably push the energies back onto the Scorpio, who does love the Leo and doesn't know how to support the Capricorn, who also keeps chiming in to feel like, well, they've got to get them back, or feel like something is going to happen, or nervousness is taking over them because they can't support each other. It says bad news for the Leo, who dealt with the Scorpio. In my mind is what Capricorn is saying, or even Sagittarius. Sometimes Sagittarius chimes in and says this, but Sagittarius says, well, it's not going to be fair because I love my Sagittarius more than I love a Leo or a Scorpio, but I do love Scorpio because Scorpio is going to be my friend. When are you going to stop stealing from me and letting me know that Scorpio is mine and just mine, not yours? I know Scorpio is mine, and it's not going to be your Scorpio. It's going to be my Scorpio, says Sagittarius or Leo, one of the two, but both keep fighting over Scorpio. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius and Leos. Aquarius hates to know that bad news is there and maybe puts their drama on the Scorpio, who dealt with the Leo. And dealt with the Leo is what they say, because they don't want to see Leo dealing with the Scorpio. It does say bad news for the Scorpio and the Sag, who also makes each other feel better at times. When the Leo chimes in, it's like Scorpio always helps the Leo, and then the Leo helps the Scorpio, and then the Scorpio helps the Leo, and then Aquarius is nowhere to be found in the situation, because none of them really want to know that Aquarius is going to be in the mix of things. Both of them feel like Aquarius has done them harm or dirty and don't want to hear from them, and really do deal with them at times when they feel like they need to, but often don't want to hear that they're going to have to deal with them, and don't want to speak to them either, or don't want to have to share their worlds with them, or even laugh at them, or even smile at them, or even deal with them with pain or negative energy. At times they feel like they could, but they don't want to. It says bad news is there for the Libra, because Libra also wants to deal with the Scorpio, and Scorpio also wants to deal with the Libra and the Leo, and doesn't know how to speak and doesn't know how to see this person either. It says, Scorpio, do you know I could come and speak to you at any time? I want to know I'm there by your side. I want to speak to you because I don't want to hear bad news. Is there? I do love you, you know. I need to speak to you now. Oh, that just cancelled. That just cancelled Aquarius out completely. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So anyway, let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Pisces and Leo. Pisces and Leo, Pisces and Leo. Pisces can't get enough of Scorpio, and Scorpio can't get enough of Pisces. Two of you need to get a room, it says. Both of you know that each other is needing each other more than anything. Leo doesn't even get a look in the situation, because Scorpio is now seeing the Pisces, or the Leo is wanting to see the Pisces too, but Pisces says, nope, I need my Scorpio, my babe. She's a committer. She's a loving person, and I need to speak to her about our plans. Are we getting wed? Are we getting wed? I need to know if we're getting wed. Okay, someone wants to know if they're getting married. It says, I will invite you all to my wedding once I understand what's going on, but right now I need to understand if we're getting wed. One day we'll get wed, but one day is never going to happen too. If I feel like it, I just don't know if I can, but I will work with my person and let them know that I'm wedding them one day. Oh, there could be some wedding plans coming up for someone. So let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with angel messages. Okay, it says gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay. It says creative writing, Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. It says sensitivity, Archangel Hanel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the universal messages. It says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I'm hearing something about making money as well. I'm going to make some money. It says, I choose to learn through love. It also says, I honor how I want to feel. It also says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. It also says, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. It also says, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So, what numbers do we have for the Leos? It says number 2 is going to be your best friend, number 14, number 6, number 8, number 10, number 12, number 11, number 15, number 40, and number 37. Interesting. So, my lovelies, that was your reading, and I will speak to you guys in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.